Hello, online statistics. Welcome to your final week. I wanted to point out a couple things just so you are aware. Make sure that you look at our week 6 is hypothesis testing. We have a knowledge path assignment due this week. We have our quiz and we have our final project submission. With that final project submission, make sure you scroll up here where it talks about project instructions. As I grade your project, what I am going to do is I'm going to go through these instructions, but on the very final page of these instructions is your rubric. So make sure you look at that page 4 in that project instructions to see. Note, part 1, that is just showing me your data. That is worth 15 points. Each of the 5 part 2 questions are worth 5 points each. That's another 25 points. If you show me 3 pictures in total, the frequency distribution and 2 additional pictures, those are 15 points. So they're basically 5 points each. The part 3 here, 8 summary statistics, that's just for listing the mean, median, mode, etc. That's 10 points just for listing it. That explanation of at least 8 statistics, I pointed that out on a lot of you for part 4 there. You want to make sure that you're giving me that explanation. My average was 3. That means the average person I asked likes to eat out 3 times per week. However it is, my minimum and maximum were 0 to 5. The range of the times people like to eat out in the set I asked was between 0 and 5 times per week. Make sure you translate those into words. Part 5, my confidence interval, just for giving the confidence interval. Remember, an interval has a lower and an upper. It's not one single number. A couple of you made mistakes on that in the assignment this week. You want to make sure that you're giving me 2 numbers, a lower part of the interval and an upper. So that's going to be the mean minus and then the mean plus that standard. And so now my conclusion here, that is going to be what you've learned. Part 6 here, the conclusion on the confidence interval, I should say, was 15 points. So what does that confidence interval tell you? If you ran the study 95% of your time, your true mean would fall in between those 2 numbers. Final discussion is 15 points. This right here, make sure you give me that final discussion. It really only needs to be about a page. I know some students think that it needs to be longer. However, that final discussion really only needs to be a page. It's because, so right here, no more than 2 typewritten pages, the summary. So make sure you read up here to get the details of each of those parts. So part 4 has the rubric piece of it. Pages 1 through 3 have what you're looking for on that one. The other piece that I wanted to make sure I pointed out was that discussion. For some reason, some of you are not really going through the discussion piece as much as you should. If I click into my discussion here, field trip, go to the local library and collect a sample consisting of the ages of books. Note, some people don't go to the physical library, they go to an online library. And then part 2, briefly summarize your project for your classmates and explain your main conclusions. What was your project? What did you find? Don't forget over here, if I click on these 3 dots, show rubric. Here is the rubric that we're looking for. Make sure down here, peer responses, 15 points. Get you more than 3 peer responses per week. You guys need to post out there. Some of you are doing a phenomenal job on your discussion post, and then you're not responding to anybody, and I have to give you 35 out of 50 points. That's a C, that's a 70. Please, please, please post. Please make sure you're reading all those instructions. Congratulations, you are almost over, and I'll talk to you guys soon.